before we engage College Board in glorious battle, you must have a means of defeating them, like my mighty Mjolnir. Come, let us go to the arsenal to construct your thesis.
Just like Thor's hammer Mjolnir, your thesis serves as both a means of defeating your adversary, which is College Board in this case, and also helps you get to where you need to go. There are 3 strategies that you can use in wielding your thesis just as well as Thor wields Mjolnir. Strategy 1. The big event. History is full of powerful moments that completely change the course of human events. The purpose of this strategy is to capture that power. To prove that power, you need to find an event which is strongly related to a political, economic, religious, social, innovative, or artistic factor. Then, you emphasize that event's importance by explaining how the power of that Persia factor impacted other Persia factors in the time period. To guarantee your thesis point, you need to organize your Persia factors from most important to least important while explaining why they're in that order. So here's how you use the big impact approach for this prompt. From 1607 to 1700, economic factors played the biggest role in shaping the regions because the discovery of the cash crop tobacco made the voyage so cost-effective for the British. This economic event impacted social factors because at the time the need was for strong men with little intention of staying in the Chesapeake Bay region, and those social factors later evolved to accommodate religious purposes in New England.
While the big event approach might be a mighty blow against College Board, you may find after 3 hours of test taking you do not have the strength. Fear not, warrior. Here is another strategy to help you.
Strategy 2. The strong structure approach. In this strategy, you are explaining the differences in how power is distributed between one Persia factor and the other 2. This distribution of power is what makes these events happen. So here's how the strategy for the strong structure approach. From 1607 to 1700, social factors played the biggest role in the development of the Chesapeake Bay regions because gender norms directly shaped each region's culture. Then, the next important thing was economic influence because the Chesapeake Bay region was originally founded for financial gain, while the New England colony
Many times on the battlefield, it is not strength or flexibility that earns victory, but spirits. With that said, this third strategy may be exactly what you need to victory.
Strategy 3. The slow and steady impact. If you can't find a big event in the time period, but you know that Persia factors eventually change from the start of the time period to its end, then the slow and steady approach is good for you. In this strategy, you analyze how a slow change in one Persia factor over the time period directly impacts 2 other factors. Little by little, as one Persia factor changes, so do the other 2. Finally, here's how the slow but steady approach plays out. From 1607 to 1700, political factors were most responsible for splitting both regions because Anne Hutchinson's trial in New England and Bacon's rebellion in the Chesapeake directly impacted the social aspects of labor and gender while also broadening significant religious differences between each region.
The power of Mjolnirs is yours to command now, young historian. Take it. You have earned it. So what other components of the AP US history test are giving you trouble, young warrior? Let me know in the comments below. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm scheduled to fight something called a Klingon. Glorious victory will be mine. Until next time.
Hello again. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you are a teacher, resources for this topic and so many others can be available on my Teachers Pay Teacher store, Sci-Fi High School. And if you like this video, take a look at the channel. In addition to AP US history stuff, we got stuff on psychology, creative writing, Hawaiian history, and a lot more in the future. So with that said, live long and prosper, e malama pono, and see you next time.